What's going on, guys? Today we're out here in Sedona, Arizona, and we're gonna do the Soldier Pass Trail. So this is a 5-mile out and back trail. This trail is listed as a moderate trail, and it is considered one of the more popular hikes here in Sedona. One of the cool features that this trail presents is a cool cave at the end of it. One of the biggest draws to come into Sedona obviously is the red rock, and also everywhere you look around you see these really cool rock formations that you can't get everywhere you go. In order to get here to this hike, we took the Posse and Grounds Park and Ride shuttle to get here, and that took around 5 minutes, and then we ended up here at the beginning of the trailhead. Our first little point is the 7 sacred pools. So it's been raining here lately, all over Arizona in general, but also here in Sedona, which is a good thing because we were able to see the sacred pools filled up. The trail up to this point has been very flat, and there's been very minimal amount of steps that you have to go over. Something that's caught me off guard on this trail has been all the green around me and all these like trees that are making shade for us. I've only been on one hike here in Sedona prior to this, and it was Cathedral Rock, which is ranked one of the best hikes here in Sedona, so I strongly recommend that hike. But this is more like a hike because the other one's more just of a climb. I'm curious to see my thoughts on this one after and comparing it to Cathedral Rock to see which one I'd recommend more. Something to note, when you reach this point here, you'll have the opportunity to continue the trail here, but if you continue on the right side, this is the trail that actually takes you to the cave. On this whole big red flat part, it kind of feels like you're on Mars because of the red rock. Right now, because of how the cloud is blocking the sun, it's causing this really cool little shady part here on the main rock. It's a little bit of a climb to get to this cave portion. So here's the start of the cave here, and there's a lot of people in here.
This is video. Sure. Perfect.
Alright, so I've made it to the main cave here, and we get this super cool view here. So I'm at the far end of the cave here, and it is super cool to see. That was the main cave in there, and it was super cool to see in there. And we're close to even seeing a sunset out here. So this is the second less popular cave, and the more popular one is right over there on the right side. The sun is starting to slowly go down, which is really cool as it overlooks all of this section of Sedona. So we're gonna start heading down, and it was super cool to come up here and check these caves out. Definitely a unique experience, and it was way different from Cathedral Rock. You still get a great view over here, and we're gonna head down. I don't think we'll continue the rest of the trail because this and the scared pools, or sacred pools I should say, are the main attractions. So I think we're just gonna start heading back after. Loving how green it is. Last time that I came to Sedona, it wasn't as green, and I'm coming in late January. If you had to choose between coming here and to Cathedral Rock, I mean, they're two very different types of hikes. I would go to Cathedral Rock if you're just trying to get a cool sunset view, but if you're trying to get a hike in and actually getting to a cool little viewpoint, I would come and do Soldier Pass. Just a quick little look overlooking Sedona here with all the trees and everything being so green right now. Getting these super cool views and seeing all these green trees really makes you understand why Sedona is one of the most visited places in the country. As we start to head back, it gets a little bit cooler out here. It was getting warm, and I think it was a little bit hard to tell if it was cold or warm because it kept flip-flopping for me. It's starting to give that very gloomy vibe out here, and it does not feel like you're in Sedona because you're covered in trees and you can't even see the rocks, only through the little cracks of the trees. Something that I've liked about Sedona is that they have these little rocks bunched up together and they just tell you where you're going. It makes it very easy and simple. There's a cool little sunset happening behind these rocks. You won't be able to really see it, but even just this look of the cool clouds in the background. When you're climbing up the rocks to go up to the caves, watch out with all the different types of cactuses because they do get really close to you, and I've been close to getting poked myself. So you're clear here for the Sedona Shuttle. It is a free service here that will take you to different spots, and you can look up at the app. They usually have a QR code in a lot of the different stations, and if you look down here as well, here are the times. Make sure that you look at the times correctly. We're gonna have to walk back because the shuttle only runs till 5 p.m. here, so make sure to also look at where the bus where you're at is going. So that was another adventure here in Sedona, Arizona. We got to do Soldier's Pass, and I definitely recommend it if you're just here for one day. Definitely a hike to look out for. It's a hidden gem with that cave too. The trail isn't that hard. Going up to the cave was a little bit difficult, but just take your time with it and it's definitely worth it. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video to come.